What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Dennis here. I have this video. It's just about saving drum midis, being super organized, and getting a head start on riff videos, songs, demos, whatever you want to call it. In the description, I'm going to have these 4 drum midis you can download for free, so you got a head start on making riffs, demos. If you do like the video, you want to support me, you want to support the channel, you want the channel to actually move forward, definitely like the video, consider subscribing. If you want to see more videos like this, definitely leave some comments, definitely engage, follow me on Instagram at Dennis Mascara. Let's get it, let's make some new riffs, let's make some new videos. If anyone does use this, I do apologize for repeating myself. If I do, I'll probably say the same things over in the screen cap, but bear with me. Hopefully you end up downloading these drum MIDI grooves. I have them all saved. I'll be talking about it in the screen cap, so let's get in it. Let's make some new riffs. Let's go. I'm gonna leave these drum grooves in the description for you to take for free, so you have a head start on building a riff, a song, anything. They're obviously not super long. The last one is the longest, as you could see. I named them, labeled them at the tempos they are, and I just wanted to go over organizing for songwriting purposes or just demos, anything. And basically, I tried to name them as according as possible. My names may be stupid, so sorry. I'm not the best at, coming up with drum beat names besides simple stuff like two-step. Name this one Angry Groove, name this one Groove Build Up, blast beat into groove. So take it as you will, rename it, reorganize it, or alter it to whatever you prefer. The velocities are obviously going to be altered to whatever you prefer. But yeah, I just wanted to give a little something and help anybody out in any way. So I'll play these beats for you, and we'll just go from there. So here's the first one. This is at 185. So you could tell it's a pretty aggressive tempo for a build-up. But if you don't do this already, I highly suggest you start to, because it'll help you a lot. But I have a folder in my external hard drive. I just name it Drum Groove Midis or Drum Beat Midis, whatever. And if I have a beat that I like, or just even basic beats for that matter, that I know I could reuse and just alter some of the, drum hits, I just highlight that little beat, export as MIDI, and name it whatever the beat may be. Definitely include the tempo, like 185 is the tempo for this. And then you'll have that there for when you want to create something in the future. Here's the other groove, Angry Groove. So that's another, I just named it Angry Groove because it's a faster tempo. I could definitely hear some heavy riffs over that. I've actually posted a riff on my Instagram with this exact beat behind it. I may have altered it a little bit for this video, but highlight any region in Logic. If you just hit Command U, it'll just bring the looper right above it, which is a cool little thing. Just a little tip to throw out there. And like I said, just export as MIDI file, organize a folder in your external or your desktop, wherever you wish, and include the tempo. This one's 185 again. I'm going to have these all in the description with a download link. It'll most likely be a Google Drive link. Just to go over real quick, something you may notice if you're dragging these MIDIs into your session. So because I have my stuff set up a certain way or mapped, I'm using Get Good Drums, which is by far the sickest MIDI or program drums company out there, in my opinion. It's just, everything just sounds so great out of the box, and even the grooves that they have are amazing to use as starting points. But my velocities aren't perfect right now. I'd probably tweak some things like double kicks, snares next to each other Cymbals you could kind of get away with keeping like a similar velocity, but that's not really what the video is about. So feel free to alter the velocities and, you know, change the beat up to your liking. It's literally just to give away a free little starting point to making songs or riffs. And yeah, it's going to be mapped to the way that Contact is. So I mean, if you are using Get Good, they may line up just like this. But if you aren't, all you'd have to do really is just, you know, click each piece of the kit and drag it to where your kick, your snare, your toms, your cymbals, all that good stuff. You just drag it right over to your area, then you could resave it, or, you know, just save the session like that and then export those MIDIs. Another little tiny tip that I didn't do for a while that now I always utilize is if you highlight from the piano, like say this is the kick. Say your kick's in a different spot. I'm just giving this little tip because from my past and experience doing things by, you know, going like this, dragging stuff. If you just hold Option, or is it Option? Yeah, Option, Alt Option. If you just hold that down and use the arrow keys to the right on your keyboard, you could just move those notes wherever you want, which makes it way easier than either individually doing it or just highlighting it and screwing up, putting it in a different spot that doesn't need to be. So that's just a little tiny tip. But like I said, don't be alarmed if you drag these drum MIDIs into your session and they don't line up exactly where like the chime is there, the crash is here. You just got to alter it a little bit. And it's the same thing with me. Like if I download like the MIDI grooves from Get Good, they don't line up exactly to this. And another little note is sometimes the tempos default to something that isn't the groove, which is kind of weird. I don't know if anyone knows how to get around that besides just changing the tempo and, you know, going to the area in the session and coming up to tempo, show tempo list. If it comes up as a different tempo, just delete that tempo. It's that simple. And it'll go right to whatever tempo you know, mark it in as. So here's another one. Name this one Two-Step Build Up. And all these beats could really be used in anything. I'm always making stuff that's metal or djenty or aggressive. So they're geared towards more of that aggressive style. But feel free to do whatever you want with them. And then here's our last groove. I just named it Blast Beat into Groove because it's a blast beat in the beginning and then it goes into a little part with some little ghost notes. So yeah, there's 4 MIDI beats for you, already mapped out. Like I said earlier, you may have to reposition the notes, or if the tempo comes up at not what the groove is, all you got to do is just go to your tempo list and delete the tempo that it defaultly comes in as. I don't know if defaultly is a word, but I just made it up. But yeah, hopefully this could help you in any way, and if you want to support me or the channel, check out the description. Definitely like, definitely subscribe, or at least consider subscribing. I'm going to post more videos like this, and yeah, so hopefully this helped you out and could get you on a little quicker start to organizing your drum MIDIs, making a folder, saving them so you could just drag them right in. And yeah, now you got these 4, so have fun with them. If you do use them in anything, definitely let me know, ask any questions you got in the comments, like, consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.